Close your eyes if you can do so safely. Take one slow breath in through your nose. Hold it for just a moment and release it fully. Right now, inside your brain, there are billions of neurons firing in patterns that were shaped long before you ever heard the word blockchain. Patterns that were laid down in childhood, reinforced by every conversation about money you witnessed, every time someone said the market is too risky, every time you felt the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Those patterns act like filters, and those filters, right now, are discarding signals that were meant for you. Crypto is not magic. The blockchain is not mystical, but the mind that receives abundance and the mind that repels it are neurologically different, not intellectually different, not informationally different. The person who holds through the dip and the person who sells at the bottom often have access to the exact same data. What they do not share is identity. This session is a recalibration, a precise, deliberate rewiring of the subconscious pattern recognition system that decides what you deserve to keep, what you believe you can grow, and whether the signal, when it arrives, will be received or ignored. You are not here to be sold a coin. You are here to become the kind of person the coin was always meant to find. Let's begin. I am the kind of person who receives financial signals clearly. I am not someone who watches opportunity pass from the outside. I am someone who is already inside the network, already part of the flow. The blockchain does not ask for permission. It does not check your background. It does not care who your parents were or what you were told money means. The chain is open, and I am open to it. I am a holder, not because I am frozen, because I understand that short-term noise is not signal. I have developed the neurological pattern of a long horizon thinker. My nervous system does not spike at red candles. It reads them the way a seasoned navigator reads weather, as information, not catastrophe. I am someone who was built for this paradigm shift. I arrived here on time. The fear that used to live in my chest when I looked at my wallet, that fear is an old program. I am running a new one. My identity is, I am a digital asset holder. I am a blockchain participant. I am someone whose financial future includes decentralized wealth, earned honestly, held with conviction, and grown with patience. This is who I am, not who I am becoming, who I already am. The rewiring is not ahead of me. It is happening now, in this breath, in this moment, as these words take root below the level of conscious thought. I am the signal, and I am receiving it clearly. There is more wealth in the digital ecosystem right now than at any point in human history. Trillions of dollars of value, locked in chains, flowing through nodes, compounding in wallets held by people who simply decided early enough that this was real. I am allowing myself to feel the reality of that abundance, not from a distance, from inside it. I see my wallet balance with the clarity of someone who expects to see numbers grow, not with desperation, not with white-knuckled hope, with the calm certainty of someone who has done the internal work and knows that the external result is a natural consequence. I can feel what it is like to open my portfolio app on an ordinary Tuesday morning and feel satisfied, not rich in some abstract future tense, satisfied right now, in this accumulation phase, in this exact position on the chart. Because I understand that wealth is not a destination, it is a frequency, and I am tuned to it. The gold that flows through these networks is real. The value being stored in decentralized ledgers is real. And my place inside that ecosystem, as a participant, a holder, a beneficiary of the greatest financial infrastructure shift since the invention of the printing press, is real. Abundance is not scarce. Digital scarcity is the mechanism by which value accrues. And I understand that mechanism. I align with it. I receive it. I hold it. The market will move. It always moves. And here is what I know about volatility that most people never learn. The noise is designed to shake out everyone who hasn't done this work. Every dramatic drop, every fear headline, every person who tells you it's over. These are not omens. They are filters. The market, in its brutal indifference, is constantly performing a single function, separating the people who hold a belief in their bones from the people who are only visiting. I am not a visitor. When prices fall, my nervous system knows what to do. It does not spiral. It does not catastrophize. It asks a single precise question. Has anything changed in the fundamental thesis? If the answer is no, the action is no action. Stillness is a skill. Conviction is a practice. And I have been practicing. When prices rise, my nervous system knows what to do. It does not panic buy from FOMO. It does not abandon its strategy in a flood of euphoria. It holds the plan. It trusts the signal over the noise. I act from clarity. I act from alignment. I take positions that reflect my values, my research, my timeline, and my identity. I do not trade my long-term wealth for short-term emotional relief. Every action I take in the digital asset space flows from the deepest, most grounded version of myself, the version who already knows how the story ends. I am grateful for the chain that held when I needed it to hold. I am grateful for the moment I understood, really understood, that digital scarcity is the most powerful economic concept of my lifetime. That moment changed me. I am grateful for it. I am grateful for the wallets that grew, for the positions that proved out, for the patience that paid off in ways I could only see in retrospect. The gains were not accidents. They were the natural output of an aligned mind, making aligned decisions over and over, in the dark, before anyone else saw the pattern. I am grateful for the volatility that tested me and found me standing. Every dip I held through was a deposit into my confidence account. Every time I did not sell from fear, I reinforced a neural pathway that says, I trust myself, I trust the process, I trust the technology. I am grateful that I was not late. I am grateful that every point of entry I have ever had was the right point of entry for the version of me that showed up that day. The chain doesn't penalize timing, it rewards holding. I am grateful for the abundance that has already flowed to me. I am grateful for the abundance that is flowing right now, invisibly, through the nodes and the blocks and the validated transactions that are adding value to my position while I breathe. Thank you. The protocol delivered. You were not born into the wrong era. Every generation has a paradigm shift, a moment when the rules of wealth are rewritten and a new class of participants gets access to what the previous generation thought was locked away. This is yours. Blockchain is not an edge case. It is the infrastructure of the next financial century. And you are here in this moment, in this body, with this mind, with access to a device and a wallet and a network at exactly the right time. You are not too late. You are not too early. You are not too uneducated. You are not too poor to begin. The network has no minimum net worth requirement. The chain does not ask for a credit score. You are worthy of digital abundance because worthiness is not earned, it is claimed. And you are claiming it right now with every word of this session that settles into your subconscious and reroutes the signal. The person who deserves digital wealth looks exactly like you, thinks exactly like you, has exactly your history, your setbacks, your questions, your hunger. The only difference between that person and the one who turns away is the decision to stay. You stayed. You are still here. The signal is still transmitting. You are not just capable of this, you are built for it. The blockchain was always going to need participants like you. Patient, curious, aligned, committed. You belong in this ecosystem, fully, without apology. I want you to see yourself 18 months from now, not in a fantasy, in a memory, because your subconscious cannot tell the difference between a vivid imagined future and a real past. And we are going to use that. You are sitting somewhere comfortable. It doesn't have to be a mansion. It might be the same chair you're in now. But something is different. There is a stillness in your body that wasn't there before, a settled quality to your breathing. You open your portfolio app, not with anxiety, not with desperate hope, with the quiet confidence of someone who held the plan. The numbers have changed. You don't need to know the exact figures. You feel it. You feel the freedom that comes from having made decisions 18 months ago that your future self is now benefiting from. The wallet confirmed it. The chain recorded it. The protocol validated it. You look at the date on your phone. You think back to right now, to this moment, this session, this breath, and you feel gratitude for the version of you who did the work, who rewired the filter, who stayed in the signal when the noise was loudest. That future self is not a stranger. That future self is you. The version of you that this session is pulling forward into the present. You are allowed to be that person. You are allowed to own that wallet. You are allowed to have held. Give yourself permission right now. You have done the work. Now let it integrate. Your identity has been updated. You are a digital asset holder, a blockchain participant, someone who reads signal through noise and acts from alignment, not emotion. Your abundance channel is open. You have felt the reality of digital wealth as something that flows toward you, not away from you. The ecosystem is vast. There is more than enough. And your position inside it is legitimate. Your nervous system has been recalibrated. Volatility is data. Patience is strategy. Conviction is infrastructure. You know what to do when the market moves. Because your identity is stable beneath the movement, your gratitude has anchored the gains. You have already felt the satisfaction of positions held, of patience rewarded, of a thesis confirmed. That feeling is now a reference point your brain will return to when fear attempts to override reason. Your worthiness is not in question. You belong in this ecosystem. The era is yours. The access exists. The only remaining variable was the internal one. And you just addressed it. Your future self has extended a hand, and you have taken it. You have felt 18 months of holding in your body. That feeling is now a neurological anchor. Your brain knows what it is walking toward. The signal is live. The chain is running. The wallet is yours. Carry this with you, not as a belief you have to protect, as a fact you have already accepted. The rewiring is complete. Before you open your eyes, I want you to take one final action. In your mind or in a journal right after this session, I want you to create your digital wealth snapshot. This is not a prediction. This is not a price target. This is an identity statement. Write down what your digital portfolio looks like 18 months from now, not as a wish, but as a description. Use present tense. Use specific asset names if they feel true to you. Write what it feels like to hold those assets. Write what you have done with a portion of the gains. Write how your relationship with money has changed as a result of your decision to stay in the signal. This document is not for the market. It is for your subconscious. Every time you read it, you are reinforcing the neural pathway we built today. Every time you return to it, you are confirming to your pattern recognition system, this is real, this is mine, this is already in motion. Post your snapshot in the comments, or just answer this. What is one digital asset you believe is meant to be in your portfolio? And why do you feel it? Not why you think it, why you feel it. The distinction matters. Thank you for doing this work. Thank you for staying in the signal when it would have been easier to tune out. The chain is running. The block has been validated. And you, exactly as you are, exactly where you are already part of the network. Until next time, keep expanding.